For over 30 years, WWE has been producing video games that have starred hundreds and hundreds of their superstars. But did you know that many of those superstars have gone on to make appearances in other non-WWE related video games? The first time this happened was in 1995's Thunder in Paradise: The Game, which, as you can likely tell from its title, was the video game version of a series with the same name. That series featured the one and only Hulk Hogan as Randolph J. Hurricane Spencer in the show's leading role, a role in which he reprised for the release of the video game 1 year later.
Okay, kid, you're linked up to Thunder's weaponry. Show us your stuff.
The game itself is described as an interactive movie and provided players with a playable version of a two-part episode from the series, with footage for the game captured at the same time as the episodes were produced. This wasn't a groundbreaking video game by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm sure most people who played it could have done without. But it was groundbreaking for the fact that it was the first non-WWE game on record to have starred a WWE superstar. Flashing forward 22 years to present day, the most recent WWE superstar to appear in a non-WWE game is in fact the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey, who just made her debut in one of the most popular mobile games around, Raid: Shadow Legends. I'm sure I don't need to tell you what this game is, as you've likely already seen an ad for it on YouTube at some point this week. But to put it simply, it's a free-to-play role-playing mobile game that features hundreds of unique champions that you can play as, and Ronda Rousey joins the game as herself as one of those champions. That's right, she's not playing a character like Hogan did in Thunder in Paradise. Ronda Rousey is in Raid: Shadow Legends as Ronda Rousey, which is pretty damn cool if you ask me. Raid wasn't Ronda's first step into the world of video games, however, as she also starred in 2019's Mortal Kombat 11. However, that time she didn't appear as herself, instead providing the voice for the iconic character Sonya Blade, who was the first woman introduced into the Mortal Kombat series way back in 1992.
You've been looking for me, Scarlet.
Ronda Rousey isn't the first WWE superstar to appear in multiple video game franchises, and someone who has appeared in quite a lot is the most recent King of the Ring, Xavier Woods. Woods made his first non-WWE game appearance in 2017's Super Bomberman R, in which he was added as himself in June of 2018 as a DLC character. This was followed up with his inclusion into the free-to-play fighting game 2017's Brawlhalla, in which he was added as a DLC character, again as himself, in August of 2019. We should also note that Xavier is joined in this game by The Rock, John Cena, Becky Lynch, The Undertaker, Roman Reigns, Asuka, and Macho Man Randy Savage, who were also added as post-release DLC. Woods then went on to appear in 2019's Gears 5 of the Gears of War franchise, in which he appeared alongside his partners Big E and Kofi Kingston as the New Day in a 2020 DLC. I should also note that fellow WWE superstar Batista also appeared in this game ahead of the New Day's introduction into it. His next appearance as himself would then come earlier this year, when he appeared in 2020's Fall Guys as an in-game store skin. This appearance came alongside fellow WWE superstars Asuka and The Undertaker, with each of these skins being able to be bought separately when they are in the store. On top of all of those appearances, which again were as himself, Woods also appeared in 2017's 2064 Read-Only Memories, where he made his video game voice acting debut as the character of Vincent Mensa. And despite all of these great video game appearances, knowing Xavier Woods and his love for this medium, this probably won't be the last we've seen of him. There is someone who has appeared in even more video games than Xavier Woods, however, but it's not due to his love of gaming. That man's name is Brock Lesnar, and he's been in many video games because of his love of sports. His first non-WWE video game appearance came in Madden 05, where he was available as a free agent as part of a post-launch free online update. This was followed up with an appearance in Madden 06, in which he was a part of the game at launch. In that same year, he appeared in the Japan-exclusive video game Wrestle Kingdom, in which he was an exclusive character to the PlayStation 2 version of the game, alongside Giant Bernard, aka Matt Bloom. From there, Brock went on to have a number of appearances in multiple UFC games. He would start by appearing in all 3 UFC Undisputed titles developed by THQ, in which he was even on the cover of UFC Undisputed 2010. He then went on to appear as a special DLC character in EA Sports UFC game in 2014, before doing the same thing again for his last non-WWE game appearance, by featuring as a special DLC character in EA Sports UFC 4. But did you know that Brock wasn't the only WWE superstar to feature in a UFC game? that title also belongs to another former WWE champion in the form of CM Punk. Punk first appeared in 2016's EA Sports UFC 2, which made headlines at the time due to this video game appearance taking place prior to his debut fight in the UFC. He would also appear in 2018's EA Sports UFC 3, a few months before his final fight in the UFC took place. And since we're on the topic of WWE superstars appearing in other sports games, we should round up this part of the video by letting you know that the current undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns, made his video game debut all the way back in 2004 when he appeared in NCAA Football 2005, which was an American college football game developed by EA Sports. He starred in this game under his real-life name as a DT for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Moving on from these sports games, someone who I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear has appeared in a handful of video games himself is, of course, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. His first non-WWE game appearance came all the way back in 2002's The Scorpion King: Rise of the Acadian.
Don't worry about me. I've had all the training I could stomach.
This game was intended as a prequel to the Scorpion King movie, which was released in the same year, with The Rock reprising his role as the leading Matahayas. Following that, The Rock then appeared in 2006's Spy Hunter: Nowhere to Run, an action racing game developed by Terminal Reality. The Rock appeared as the main character of the game, Alex Decker, a role in which The Rock was also set to take part in for a live-action movie. However, after years in development hell, The Rock ended up moving on from the project, only starring in the video game.
Good, because I really didn't want to shoot you.
He then appeared in 2018's The King of Fighters All-Stars, which is a beat-em-up role-playing mobile game in which he appeared alongside a handful of other WWE superstars, including John Cena, The Undertaker, Seth Rollins, Kofi Kingston, and Becky Lynch in a 2020 update to the game. His most recent video game appearance is one I'm sure you're all familiar with, taking place in 2021 as he appeared in 2017's Fortnite as a character called The Foundation, which used The Rock's likeness and voice.
You came back for me.
You promised me Jeno.
Dwayne wasn't the only person from the WWE who got to appear in Fortnite, however, as that honour also belongs to the man of hustle, loyalty and respect, John Cena, who made his appearance in the game earlier this year as a standalone character that can be purchased from the in-game store whenever he is available. But that wasn't Cena's only non-WWE game appearance. His first came all the way back in 2014, when he appeared in the mobile game Family Guy: The Quest for Stuff, in which he appeared alongside Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Undertaker and Triple H in a WrestleMania themed promotion. As already mentioned, he appeared in both Brawlhalla and the King of Fighters All-Stars alongside a variety of other WWE superstars, but on top of all of those appearances in which he played himself, Cena also appeared in 2016's Marvel Avengers Academy, a free-to-play Sims type of mobile game in which he provided the voice for the Hulk.
Hulk is getting pumped.
What are some of your favourite non-WWE game appearances by WWE superstars? Let me know yours in the comment section down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe for more pro wrestling video game content. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you like this one, you may enjoy one of these videos as well.